Hi guys. Okay. You might hear my cat crying because I put him in my bedroom. He's being very, very bad. I just wanted to say, hey, this is my first video. As you saw, maybe you saw my intro video, which was the first calling that I had to start putting my thoughts on YouTube, and it's kind of weird a little bit because kind of feels sort of like my spiritual coming out party in a way, because I don't really talk about it with a lot of people. And my healing journey has been, kept pretty private and personal for the most part. And now that I've reached a certain point where I know that there's a reason that I went through all of these things, and that, healing is super important. I feel compelled to sort of come out and talk, about it. And just know that you're not alone. I mean, if you're feeling like, you're struggling with things mentally or emotionally, or if you're just exhausted all the time, or you feel like you're stuck in a rut, you feel like you're making zero progress at work, you're not happy, you're not fulfilling your passions, you're constantly receiving information from your outside world that reminds you that you don't have what you want in life. I mean, we've all been there, and we're all together. We're all one thing. And so I think the first video that I wanted to make immediately was about the topic of the universe and what I personally think the universe is, and what the universe is telling us at any given time. And I'd love to open up for discussion and feel your guys' thoughts as well, and discuss it. And so basically, when I think of the universe, and this is really funny because recently I've noticed that a lot of words that we have, at least in the English language, and I don't speak many languages other than English, but in the English language, there's a lot of words that sometimes merge a couple of different words, and those words have really revealing meaning. And the word universe, and this is one of the many, many examples of this, compound word that my friend Jenna told me about, is that universe is one song, one verse, one song. And what's interesting about thinking of the universe as one song is it's kind of counterintuitive, because when you think about the universe, you think, oh my gosh, like how small are we? How insignificant am I? We're all these little different things. There's almost so much. There's infinite possibilities that it's like there's nothingness. But also at the same time that everything is nothing, then nothing is everything as well. And so when you think about the song part of it, one song, you can think of almost like of a harmonica. And everything has harmonics, right? When you think about tone comes in waves, and light comes in waves, and all of those things have frequency, and energy is frequency in and of itself. And we are all just made of matter, and matter is just energy. And if you think about it, quantum physics suggests that, there really is no differentiation between my human form and the chair. We're just particles of matter that aren't even scrunched together. There's lots of space between it, and then sometimes our atoms pop in and out of reality, and there are just so many things that we don't even understand about our own matter. But for some reason, we do feel as though there is a difference between me, the human being Allie Joseph, and one of you, or the human being Allie Joseph and the tree outside, or the man that serves me coffee every morning, or beings from another planet. But I like this idea of harmonics and frequency, because we can start thinking about how everyone sort of is humming at their own frequency, and how all of these frequencies interact with one another. And when all played together from the point of view of the player, right? The player, the source of the energy that's coming out, let's say that source is, I don't know, you want to call it a million names. You can call it God, you can call it source, you can call it oneness, you can call it everythingness, you can call it nothingness, you can call it whatever. But whatever is the source of all this energy that is flowing through the universe and beyond universes and multiple dimensions, there is only one blowout of this energy. And then there are infinite resonance of tones and sounds that come out. And we are all just different tonalities. We are all just different tones and sounds. And together, it is one big song. So sometimes when I think about the universe, I like to think of it not as this, crazy expansive, infinite object plane that I couldn't even fathom. I like to think of it as almost like a cone, like a megaphone almost. A cone, let's say it's a harmonica, let's say it's a cone where at the tippy top there is one source of energy, and as it expands, as it goes outwards, it actually goes down. And it creates different frequencies of dimension. And so there are times when we're confronted with different frequencies in ourselves, different frequencies with encounters with other people, the resulting feeling is that of dissonance, disharmony. And dissonance are kind of the same thing, I guess. And that disharmony can live in the chest, it could live in the womb space, it could live in fear, it could live, as a headache, it can come, in the back of your head. And what that is telling you is that not that this person is out of sync, but this tone is there because there is a resonance inside you that is sort of buzzing at that frequency too that feels uncomfortable. And so recognizing the shared frequency of pain or uncomfort or disharmony with another can actually create new harmony, a new song. And so at the same time that this person might be emanating something that feels different from you and feels uncomfortable for you, it's important to recognize that we are all part of the same song, and we are all part of the same out-breath of music. And every opportunity that we have to encounter another that forces you to feel the resonance within yourself, either as discomfort or in other cases as pure love or joy or ecstaticment or excitement, delightfulness, achievement, gratitude, joy. Those are opportunities to feel oneness, not separation. So I felt called to talk about the universe because I think the universe and the idea of the universe for me has been a huge part of my healing journey, because I started to recognize that everything I thought was outside of my control that I was striving for. And that's part of the reason why we have so much pain, is because we feel like almost everything is external to us, that things happen to us and that they're not being driven by us and that we're sort of out of control. Was that when you regard the universe as something that is inside yourself, as well as something that's external to you, as a reflection, it's like the universe in my eye, There's a universe in my actual I'm on my phone. I don't know how I feel about this, like, method of doing these videos. Cause it's like, it's this, I have a pillow propped here and it's like, I've got this phone and it's gonna fall and my cat's meowing. I need like a studio, man. I need to get a studio and like one of those hair people. I don't know. One of those phones that look like one of those mirrors that people get ready for plays in. The people, whatever. Yeah, that's what I need. Tomorrow, I'll go get that. I'm sorry, Theo. No, I'm not. You're being bad. You hurt me. Anyway, what were we talking about? Harmonics, universe. Oh yeah, inside universe. The universe in your eye. So there is an internal universe in the world that is actually reflected outside. And so when we think about the universe as something being out of our control, as something that is happening to us, like as if, source energy is happening to us, we just happen to be walking through a coincidence of bad luck over and over and over again. What we're forgetting is that we are merely an internal universe reflecting on the outside. And what we are able to reflect are key messages to us and what we need to reharmonize within ourselves at any given moment. So think of it as like a tuning, a tuning fork. I don't know. I haven't played the flute in like 17 years, so I actually don't remember how things get tuned. But looking at your anxiety as an example, or looking at your love as an example of what's in tune versus what's out of tune from within, can really be helpful in harmonizing and finding synchronicity with the things around us. Because ultimately, this song is beautiful, and it is all one song. And in singing together, we are tuning on a very macro level, pure harmony of what's in to what's out. And ultimately, that harmony, that tone that we're looking for is love, because that's what we are. That's what our pure energy, that is what it is. That is all of creation is love. Everything is love. Everything around us is love. And so the thought that it's outside of ourselves can be a little jerky-worky. And jerky-worky doesn't sound good in music. I like the word jerky-worky. I don't know. I'm kind of hungry right now. Anyway, I think that's what I want to talk about the universe. I think the foundation of this page is going to be all about just discussions about different ways of healing. And I think the foundation of what I'm trying to get across is that the healing does come from the self, and the self is something that hasn't been fine-tuned very much long. We're not really taught as young kids to actually trust our imagination, trust our dreams, trust our internal world, trust creation, and trust our ability to heal ourselves or to find love within. All these things are taught as if they're outside of ourselves, outside of our capabilities, and outside of what we already have. And I think what we're lacking in this society is good education on how to actually work those tools and how to make them work for your life. Because at the end of the day, who cares? If there's no, universe in my eye, there's no pie in the sky, there's no man in the air with a big hat that says you're going to heaven or not going to heaven, there's no Jesus rising, whatever. If those things aren't real, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, what we want is to feel whole and loved and supported and be able to just do life good, And life is real hard, Life is really, really hard sometimes. All the time. Life is hard. This world makes you get up out of bed every day and you feel forced to go to a job that you might love or hate, or you feel tired at, just so that you can make ends meet, so you can live. These economic systems that make you feel like you have to strive or do a certain thing in order to feel like you're valued or that your life can be valuable. And gosh, there are so many hindrances to even having the opportunity for so many people out there to feel valued or to even get a slice of the pie of that money that allows you to live comfortably. And it's so messed up. It's so messed up. Well, I'm ready for all that to be on the out. I'm ready for it all to be out and the out. So even if this channel sounds foreign, alien, the words that I'm saying don't resonate to you, you know, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it comes from within. And whether or not I could be of help to you, you know, it's not important. If my words all of a sudden spin off something in your own mind that starts to resonate with you, and you start to form ideas that might be of service to you and how you heal, and that's all that matters, you know? Because that's what we are. We're all mirrors to one another. We're all mirrors to one another. We're all members of the same song family. So anyway, I'm going to end with that, and I would love to go get a bagel now because I'm very, very hungry. And I got to figure out, like, more of this cool stuff. Like, what am I going to do with my different places to sit? I don't know. Like, this isn't the cutest, dopest apartment, you know. Look at that. We've got windows. We've got a bike. We've got, I forgot what that thing is called. Anyway. All right, guys. Good talk. Good talk. Love you. New video station. Inner Gaze. What do you guys think of the name? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, thanks. Love you. Bye.